All right. What it do, what it does, what it be like. It's your boy Black Girl, aka Dr. H.A.A.S. And this is the Doctor's Orders Podcast. Welcome back one more again. Um, One thing that I do try to stand on, one thing that is a foundation of this podcast is definitely my transparency. So one way to just plain out and be transparent, I'm a procrastinator. As if you haven't picked up on that already, a lot of times I'm starting projects, not quite finishing them, not quite getting back into the swing of things. Get sidetracked by other projects. Get sidetracked and sideswiped by life. There's a certain saying that if shit can go bad, it will. So you always got to be ready to kind of mold with the way that life's trying to press you and form you. Anyway, we back again. I think this episode 6 now. Brought to you by H.A.A.S Entertainment and Enterprises. We got to change the name of this H.A.A.S thing, but the H.A.A.S brand for sure. Y'all already know it. H.A.A.S. Hustle always ain't stopping. Hungry always ain't starving. Humble always ain't stunting. That's what I'm here to do. Also brought to you by very close collaborations with Vision Sport Management. One more again. Shout out to JB, Calvin, all the rest of the Vision Management crew. We got big things popping, little things stopping. If I could ever get my my shit together, if that makes any sense. Both busy on both ends though. We all got a lot going on, but shout out to them. We're gonna keep this thing rolling as it should. What did I miss? Probably everything since the last episode. Sports, movies, all that shit. I ain't caught none of it really. I mean, I've been working a lot. Me being a postman, it's really tough during the holidays to do anything else but deliver packages and mail. But you know, whenever that did kind of shut down around the Christmas day and the day after, you know, now you have to catch up on real life. Now you got to get the kid back ready for school. Now you got to get things around the house back to normal. Now, you know, life happens. You know, you got to get back on your feet. So yeah, that was a little bit of it. Also, just a holiday slump and depression, man. I don't know how many people really suffer depression. I have not been diagnosed with depression, but I am certain that that's what goes on when all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I tend to just go into these little valleys. I go through nothing but peaks and valleys, if you notice. Like I'll be up here throwing a bunch of material at you, staying active and on social media and whatnot, staying in your face. Yeah, and then you just catch me. I'll just be in a little box somewhere. I don't want to talk. I just want to go to work and come home and go to sleep. That happens also. So I just want to take full responsibility and show full transparency with that. That's my bad. I could be probably best known as the most consistent inconsistent. As in, I'm consistently going to give you something on an off and on basis. I'm going to always have something going on, but it's always going to be off and on. And I'm really trying to change that for myself. Not going to even call it a New Year's resolution or none of that, you know, because there ain't no New Year, new me. If there's anything I always preach is I don't give a damn what the number on the calendar say over there. Like, you're going to have to do different shit for different results, right? In my opinion. If you want to accomplish anything that you haven't already accomplished, you can't keep doing the same thing that you're doing at this moment, not accomplishing that goal and thinking that that's going to get you to accomplishing the goal that you're trying to reach. Like, it's not going to work. You want different results. You want to actually accomplish something. You got to do things slightly different. I'm not saying you got to have a complete life overhaul. That ain't what you got to do. But you do have to change things about yourself. It's obvious. At least I look at myself and I can see that, which I'll get to later on. This going to be another short one. I know y'all used to them short ones, but we're going to have some real interviews with some folk coming soon. I say that a lot too, but I really got things set up. So just be patient, wait, give me my opportunity. But yeah, man, there's certain things. There's times you're going to look at yourself and say, hey, I got to change. Or you might see that change that somebody else doesn't see in themselves, and vice versa. Someone might see a change that you need in yourself that you don't necessarily see. So you got to be focused enough and open-minded enough to accept that constructive criticism and use it to the best of your benefit. It's not a lot else you can do there. If you're one of them people that take things very personally, it's gonna be pressure. It's gonna hurt you. Your feelings gonna be hurt. It's a lot of things you won't be able to accomplish in your own mind. You're gonna be kind of restricting yourself because of what someone else is trying to help you with. Is hurting you. So like everybody different, but 2022, your 2023 will be the exact same as your 2022 if you keep doing the same shit. Whether you notice it, whether someone else notices it, someone close to you, someone you work with, spouse, significant other, brother, sister, cousin, mama, daddy, whatever, child. If your child walk up to you today and be like, "Daddy, man, hey, I'm noticing you doing blah blah blah," it would be. I think you would be much happier if you would blah blah blah. You see what I'm saying? Like, kids will say the damnedest things, but like it's 100% pure. If they say it, if they see it, they say it, and if they say it, they mean it, and that means it's very evident, in the in the public eye. So yeah, man, them kids, take care of them because they eventually gonna take care of you. So yeah, if you can't tell already by the way that I'm just rambling on about this, I like to talk a lot about fighting through the don't wants and even when you don't feel like doing something, get up, grab yourself by the bootstraps, get it done anyway. It's like, do you want the pain of not accomplishing your goal or the pain of what it takes to make the goal happen? All of that. Y'all always hear me say that and speak on that shit. As you can see, this is exactly where I'm at today. This is not something that I had planned. This is something that was just on my heart a couple of days ago, because I felt like it's like, okay, you ain't put out nothing for the whole holiday. You didn't do anything constructive, with the exception of some music. I do have new music out. I've been doing a lot of video work, which that's gonna come out later. Man, I'm tripping. I ain't even plugging my own shit. Only Child Syndrome. Now streaming on all of the major platforms. Mine is Spotify because I'm an Android user. You know what I'm saying? You iPhone users, y'all go check it out on iTunes, whatever it is, Apple Music. I don't know what all that is. Go check it out though. Give it an opportunity. Give it a chance. I think you'll like it. It's just an EP. It's only like 7 tracks. It wasn't something I just was planning on doing. I just decided to put it together and that was it. It came out to be what it was. I spoke on it being something like that. I said I didn't know how many songs it was going to be. I said I didn't know what kind of project it was going to be. It was just, I felt like whatever was sticking to the theme and I felt like it was jamming, I threw it on there. Cool. For those of y'all that went jam it, appreciate y'all. For those of y'all that enjoy it, you're welcome. For those of y'all who haven't given it a chance yet, go check it out. See what your boy working with, because I got a lot more going on than just what you be seeing me having going on, if that makes any sense. I know y'all see me. I'm a dad. I'm a mailman. I get up here and try to give you positivity on social media and YouTube and whatnot. I just try to be I try to put out as much good karma as I possibly can. So I do the same when it comes to the music. I try to put out as much good music as I possibly can, but not too many people even know that I do that. So yeah, that's what that is. But back to the topic that I was preaching on, if that makes any sense. I'm not feeling like doing some of these things, bro. I always want to get up and go to work and drop these packages. I don't always want to come and put together a podcast, especially by myself, because I do a lot of this by myself, bro. On the real, like almost everything is done alone. And with the exception of when I do interviews with the people, which y'all haven't even seen yet. So that's coming. Just keep your eyes peeled for that. But if it ain't for that, or occasionally working on music with somebody, which even if you go listen to that Only Child Syndrome, not a single feature on there, and I got people that I really owe music to. You know what I mean? But I do a lot of this alone. So rule number 1, try to get you a support group, a circle. Get you some people that have common interests, man, and have your best interests at heart. Also, you don't want to be around no vindictive people, no jealous people. Nobody with ulterior motives. You know what I mean? Hidden agendas. You don't want that, man. You just want genuine people. And they're there. They are out there. Many of them. It's just I don't think people are looking for that no more, man. So here we are. We made it to 2023. We're in pretty good shape if we're able to visually see this video or hear this audio. Still be blessed with our hearing. That we breathing and that we woke up this morning to reap another opportunity. And that's great. That's wonderful. But the thing is, a lot of us went through things in 2022. Not even went through, just living everyday life for 365 straight days. We all saw a lot of different scenarios play out. We were able to kind of test our abilities, I believe, because this was maybe you could call it a full year out of pandemic stage. You know, the whole 2020 we was in it. All of 2021 we was in it. 2022 they started kind of opening the floodgates and letting people kind of get back to what was perceived as normal life. But that forever changed us. 2020 forever changed us. So a lot of us built different habits and built different, scenarios for themselves of how they wanted to play this out for the rest of the remainder of their life, because we saw so many people kind of drop at the drop of a dime when COVID was out like that. So with 2022 happening, kind of a first year back full of freedom, like how are you going to adjust? That's what this was. It was like a test. 2022 was a test to see how you're going to adjust to the lifestyle that you created and how you want to move forward. And not everybody adjusted well. I don't think I adjusted terribly, but I didn't adjust the way that I feel like I could have, if that makes any sense. So I say that to say this. You have to do different things in 2023. You have to figure it out for yourself, because there's no clean cut answer. You know, we all had circumstances and certain life events last year that could have broke you. If you're here to listen to this podcast, it didn't break you. You got another chance at this. So, you know, if you want anything to be different, if you do not want 2023 to be the same as 2022, this is the time where I'm going to tell you to actually go look in the mirror and talk to yourself, plot and scheme, figure yourself out, learn yourself, and then relearn yourself again. Because, you know, there's no better way to be tooled up in this modern warfare than self-awareness. There's no better way to do that. I mean, and I would usually tell you to not look in the left lane and focus on your lane and your road and stay out your mirrors. Don't look back. Well, this is completely different. I'm telling you to look directly into your mirror. Don't even worry about where you're going at this very moment. It doesn't matter what freeway, interstate, highway you on at this very moment. You got to take a look at yourself and figure out what needs to change, what habits need to be broken, what exercises need to be implemented, what do you need to focus on more moving forward if you want any of this to change. Are you going to continue to be the most consistent inconsistent, or are you finally going to remain as consistent as you possibly can, and you won't even have to look back or blink, even whether you feel like doing it or not? Sort of like now, I got a couple of distractions going on. I know y'all probably hear it in my voice, but we keep it going. We don't stop. Like, why would we? There's no reason to quit. And there's plenty of times where, at least me personal, I felt like it. I felt like quitting. I felt like giving this up. I felt like giving up on music. There's been times where I felt like giving up on my job. There's even been dark moments where I've felt like giving up on my family. But never, not once, have I given up on any of it. And that's whether or not I want to be strong about it, whether or not I'm going to be able to feel like I got it under control without feeling, I don't know, the fatigue, the body aches, the mental cloudiness, the emotional despair, all of that. This is just me being transparent, telling you that that's going to come with all of it. That's going to come with everything that you're trying to accomplish with it, whatever it is that you're trying to do. You have to be disciplined. That's something I'm working on. And you have to have faith. You got to have faith in something. But you definitely got to have faith. Yeah, I'm going to leave it right there. Yeah, man, so that's pretty much all I had. I just really want to give you guys something better than nothing, which I had been giving you guys very consistently. Feel me? I think I'm going to call this one the most consistently inconsistent. Most likely. The most consistently inconsistent. That's probably what this one going to be called. I could call it the mirror, because this was really a lot of me looking directly into the mirror, aka my reflection in the lens of my own camera in here by my damn self with my child in the other room just chilling, you know. I say child, but he damn near grown, that boy too. But yeah, I'm just glad I could come back one more time, one more year, a year older, a year wiser, a year worth of game and experience tucked in my belt. Once again, shout out to Vision Sport Management. We got a lot of big business we finna be doing. There's a lot of other folks out here doing major things, making major moves, and I would love to be the one to capture that and make sure you guys can have it documented. I would love to document that. Come on through the doctor's orders, man. We can do this thing live. Shout out to DT Visually. They gonna help with almost all of the visuals that you're gonna see when it comes to more than just myself in the H.A.A.S lab, the laboratory. If I'm gonna be on somebody's location, or maybe even live on their location, but that's where you'll be able to check all of the new visuals and video and photographs, of course. Gotta get y'all boys on this H.A.A.S calendar this year. I think I'm gonna do it, man. And they've been asking me to do the many hats of H.A.A.S calendar, cause y'all do know I wear many hats. As y'all can see, I'm real comfortable today. I'm in the soft robe, not doing too much since I just worked like a 9-10 hour day, something like that, cause we be short-handed. But yeah, man, y'all already know where to find me at, per usual. Facebook, Black Girl H.A.A.S, that's H.A.A.S. Instagram and TikTok, Black Earl _H.A.A.S, BLACKEARL_H.A.A.S. If y'all need it spelled out for you. Spotify, go catch me on Black Girl on the Child Syndrome. Is now streaming on all platforms, but mainly Spotify is what I be counting on. That's how I kind of gauge this thing. I need to spread this like wildfire. They got a lot of talented people that are within arm's reach of me, and I would love to kind of build a platform with them moving forward. You might see a collab album coming. Pretty sure we will see a collab album coming. Many more podcast episodes coming soon, because we will remain consistent. I don't care. You might get a lot of somber, one deep podcasts like you got tonight. You might get a bunch of amped up podcasts when I'm really up and I'm on one and I got a lot of good going on. You might catch a podcast where I don't have nothing to say, where I'm gonna just be frown faced, sad. Might have something going on. But I do promise I will bring you something. And what it helps me is to know if I'm reaching any of you. Shout out to y'all that have reached out to me. I got an inbox or two of several comments on videos, but it's when I see you in person. I done seen a couple of y'all face to face in the street, and you be like, Black Girl, I'm glad you do what you do when it comes to putting stuff on social, on video, online. Because I'll be thinking of this, and you'll say something, and then I'll be thinking different. And I'm not going to get into detail, but it's just like, as long as I can make somebody focus on the positive through all this negative out here, I feel like I've done my job. If I get to one of y'all, I'm not looking for 1 million views or 100,000 views or 10,000 views or 100 views or none of that, man. I don't care if one person hears 1 minute and has one sentence that they took from something that I spoke on and it helped you. Man, that brings it all full circle for me. And I truly appreciate that. So with that being said, man, thank you for your time and attention. And bring yourself back when I drop next week. 101.